electing you 5 times doesn't mean that the election was fair and free.
Thank you so much. Absolutely.
Don't you think that is a ridiculous...
Why have you run for 5 terms? Why?
It is about...
So you needed 5 terms
It's about what should be done.
He's asking him, you needed 5 terms to do what?
To do what?
Yes, exactly.
Tell me.
To start from zero to where we are now. To do things by ourselves.
Why in other democracies like the United States and Western Europe, why in those democracies we don't have one man ruling for 5 terms because he needs to do stuff?
That is because...
Okay, why don't we have more than one leader in Uganda? Mr. President, why don't we have more than one leader?
He won't let go. I love him. Why don't we have more than one person? Why do you think you're the only one who can actually do it?
Never happened in Western democracy.
Well, that's their problem, because they don't have...
So they have a problem?
I like the fact that he corners him. He's like, okay, why don't we see Western democracies having one man leading for 40 years? Oh, that's their problem. Oh, it's a problem that they don't have dictators?
In Western democracy.
Well, that's their problem, because they don't
So
have...
they have a problem?
They have a problem because...
He even laughs at himself, you know. He's like, oh, did I say that?
Are you going to change the constitution?
I cannot change the constitution because I don't have that power.
Ladies and gentlemen, he did. He changed the constitution of the Republic of Uganda. He sent his jack-booted thugs under the presidential protection team called the Special Force Command. They switched off the lights. They beat up people. We became a mockery across the world. And the constitution was forcefully amended. So he doesn't really care about whatever.
Is this something that is in the discussion now in Uganda?
That is speculation. And
those were speculations. Okay, I'm here to tell you speculations actually were true.
You're watching Mordecai Marissa Live Political Commentary. Please consider subscribing to help grow Uganda's Voices of Struggle ecosystem. Thank you.
I cannot appreciate you enough for using your valuable time to always go on social media, break down things for people.
And yes, indeed, presenting to you from these United States of the America, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're watching me. My name is Mordecai Morisa, and you're welcome to Mordecai Morisa Live. Exactly. Thank you so much from wherever you're watching me and at whatever time you might watch this. Thank you so much. Are you ready to go? Yet again, here we go. I want to extend my sincere appreciations to the people that I see. I think from Malawi, people from Zambia and Zimbabwe, people from Kenya, and people from, I think, is it Sierra Leone? And there's Liberia. Many people who watched our last commentary. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate all your support and all your love. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, again tonight we look at the long ruler on the African continent, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, a man who is hell-bent on keeping power in every way possible, by all means necessary. He's kept this firm grip on power since 1986. When he came to power, back in 1986, he told us the problem of Africa were leaders who overstayed in power. He wants to be in power for 45 or 50 years. Unbelievable. What a betrayal. That's what he told us. You know, the problem of Africa are leaders who overstay in power. He wants to be in power for the next 45, for more than 50 years. And we are here to say no. You're not going to stay in power for this long. And as a journalist, I'm going back and revisiting some of the interviews because I went to the university and pursued a bachelor's degree in mass communication and journalism. And my question has always been, how has this man been able to prevent himself from being held accountable by folks that have had an opportunity to interview him in Uganda? And I finally found out. First of all, they're afraid of him. They've seen what he's done to the journalism as a career in Uganda, confiscating equipment of people, beating them up, brutalizing them, maiming them, and many of them being killed. So they're afraid. By the time they tell you, hey, you're going to interview Museveni, you're already afraid. So now I'm looking at other interviews where he's being interviewed by folks who do not live in Uganda, non-citizens, like we looked at Lindsey Hilsum of Channel 4 News, and I truly appreciate that you watched that conversation. And now we're going to look at, I think his name is Mohammed Vall of Al Jazeera. I interviewed him a few years ago. You're going to see. And of course, I think I should warn you in advance what happened in this conversation. As you know, every time Museveni is interviewed, any interview is going to slip into a familiar pattern of lengthy and unsolicited lectures, these evasive deflections, the carefully crafted narrative that, oh, look at me, poor me, Museveni. I don't want to be in power. People force me. I'm this reluctant ruler who has kept this firm grip on power because people force me to be in power. Unbelievable. Anyways, before we do that, I ask you to subscribe to the feed, Mordecai Murisa Live. That's the YouTube. And I would truly, truly appreciate. Now, without further ado, or with all those niceties out of the way, let's jump right in. Here is Al Jazeera's interview. Al Jazeera interviews Museveni.
So, President, it seems that Ugandans are a little bit fed up with you because we are reading a lot of reports about this Facebook revolution, people trying to go to the streets even though they are prevented, they are afraid, of course, of the security forces, but they want to create something like, the Arab Spring in Uganda. People are fed up because it's more than 3 decades of your leadership, and term after term after term, it's only one man ruling the country, and the world around Uganda has changed. All presidents around Uganda have gone, but you. So do you agree with me that there is a little bit of fatigue of your leadership?
Have you heard of something called democracy?
Again, like I told you, these unsolicited lectures. Oh, have you heard of something called democracy? Now, let me teach you about democracy. Sad.
Have you heard of it?
I heard of it.
Democracy means you elect the people you like. We had elections about 1 year ago, and my party got 62% of the vote. And in fact, it would have been more if it was not for quite a bit of spoiled votes. So that does not show that the people of Uganda are fed up of our party because they have voted for us 5 times, winning free competition.
The question is actually about you, not the political party, the NRM. Don't you think people are disenchanted? They are disenfranchised. They are tired, disoriented with the regime, with yourself. So,
if you think that the majority of Ugandans are fed up of the NRM, then the vote doesn't show that.
Electing you 5 times doesn't mean that the election was fair and free.
Thank you so much. Absolutely.
And that's what the opposition says. The opposition says you were elected 5 times because you're in control, you're in the government, and you control the military, and you can easily manipulate the elections.
So why did we lose some districts?
Again, you see how he plays this game? Because that's what you do. For formality, you want to create some sort of a competition to the outside world. It is a hybrid system where you want to present yourself like you're some sort of a democracy, but you know what you're doing. The military is being commanded by your own son. And then you have all your henchmen and minions and lackeys occupying different offices who do your bidding. What do you mean if you give opposition? For example, let me give an example. If you might be watching from away from Uganda. For example, the Ugandan parliament has over 500 members of parliament, and the opposition has only 100 and plus a few of them. Of what difference does it make if Museveni is able to manipulate the electorate in the majority of the constituencies? Does it really matter if he leaves like a few constituencies to be won by the opposition? Absolutely not. He knows what he's doing. Create a semblance of an opposition, but you know what you're doing.
In the elections.
Why did we what?
Why did we lose elections in some districts.
Oh, but that's just to justify, to
Exactly.
make it look like a real democracy. You have
Exactly.
to lose something.
It was arranged.
Exactly, you know. And he has this funny confidence. He knows what he's talking about. Yes, it was arranged.
That we handed some districts to the opposition.
Yep.
Why, Mr. President, have you
Don't you think that is a
Why have you run
ridiculous?
for 5 terms? Why?
The issues of countries are issues of destiny.
Again, evasive deflections. Why are 5 years? You as an individual, they're not talking about Uganda. Why are you thinking that you can run for more than 1, 2, twice, thrice? How many times do you want to run as president?
Not mere appearance and theater. It's not theater. It is about.
So you needed 5 terms to.
It's about
to do
what should be done.
He's asking him, you needed 5 terms to do what?
To do what?
Yes.
Exactly.
Tell me.
To start from zero to where we are now.
It is so funny. He says to start from zero to where we are now. Museveni, you didn't start from zero. I'll give you an example, ladies and gentlemen. Many of the roads that we have in Uganda were constructed under the leadership, non-perfect leadership, of Milton Obote and Idi Amin Dada and other leaders. The National Referral Hospital we have was built under the leadership of Obote and the Amins and other leaders. So Museveni wasn't starting from zero. And I understand we were coming from the ruins of the regimes of Obote and Idi Amin Dada. But you have to understand there are some caveats that you don't have to actually ignore. Some of these wars that we talk about in Uganda were led by the man himself, Yoweri Museveni. Shortly after losing the election in 1980, he was one of the worst performers, and he was leading the military council that organized the election where he lost abysmally. Now, the man whom is thought to have won the election, his name is Paul Kawanga Semwogedere, didn't launch a war. Museveni, who was the worst performer, immediately launched a war that cost over 500,000 people. Museveni's war. So, from zero, if you were building from scratch, that pretty much actually says you had caused the zero, the definition, whatever you mean by zero, that you were starting from. You launched a war on a government after you lost an election.
Start from zero because we were at zero. We are now
we were not at zero. That's a lie.
able to do things by ourselves.
Why in other democracies like the United States and Western Europe, why in those democracies we don't have one man ruling for 5 terms because he needs to do stuff?
That is because those countries have got a different history.
No, it is because those countries have understood that a true leader and a good leader is one who hands over power peacefully and looks at how institutions can outlive him. He can look at how a country can function without him. No, they've got a different history. What do you mean?
But there are other countries. You talked about Israel. Let me give you the example of Israel. Mm-hmm. Israel is near you here. Mm-hmm. It is a democracy. Their leaders, what they do, since they created their state, they maximize their leadership resources, because leadership is also a resource.
He enjoys this funny position of I'm a lecturer. Now let me teach you about leadership. Welcome to my civic engagement right now. I'm going to teach you. My name is Lecturer Museveni.
They have the old leaders, like the one who died recently, Shimon Peres. They have the young ones who come later, and they all compete.
Okay, why don't we have more than one leader in Uganda?
They all
Mr. President, why don't we have more than one leader?
He won't let go. I love him. Why don't we have more than one person? Why do you think you're the only one who can actually do it?
Leader in Uganda.
Because
you have raised Uganda. You have been.
My party has been winning. Is that an offense to win elections?
No.
What are you worried about?
Yeah, but
suppose Shimon Peres had been winning in Israel.
You've not been winning. You've been rigging.
Never happened in Western democracy.
Well, that's their problem because they don't.
So they have a problem.
I like the fact that he corners him. It's like, okay, why don't we see Western democracies having one man leading for 40 years? Oh, that's their problem. Oh, it's a problem that they don't have dictators?
Western democracy.
Well, that's their problem because they don't.
So they have a problem.
They have a problem because they
He even laughs at himself, you know. He's like, oh, did I say that?
don't have enough consensus.
What do you mean they don't have enough consensus? These countries are performing better than us. Why do you say that's their problem? How is that a problem? These folks are living, having countries we admire. Their leadership models are benchmarks we use. Oh, that's their problem. What do you mean, Museveni?
If we have consensus,
Or maybe they have many leaders.
Exactly.
More leaders.
even in Uganda we have many leaders.
But you think that you're the best of the best.
Even in Israel they had many leaders, but the parties made some mistakes and people voted against them. But if my party has not made serious mistakes, why should I commit suicide? Say I should kill myself because my party has not made a mistake?
What is he even talking about? What type of extreme rhetoric is that? Why should I commit suicide? What do you mean? Jeez.
Because my party led its people from through liberation. It has made them through economic recovery.
Let's go back to the philosophy behind you.
Thank you. He's going back to the question. Why do you think, he's trying to run away? Museveni, you can run, but you can hide. The man is going back to the question.
Deciding to run for term after term, is that because you think you are the best to rule Uganda?
Because the issues to solve are serious.
Oh, because issues to solve are serious, and I'm the only serious man who can fix or solve those issues. What?
And it's the
And
best.
no other man can solve them.
It is the best that we.
No other man can solve them? Look at him.
No, others come and present themselves. But when the population looks at them and says, no, this party.
They're not qualified.
Uh-huh.
They're not qualified.
Yes.
Okay.
According to the
Yes, according to him. So, see, he realizes that, he's been cornered and is exposing. It is him actually deciding for the people. Oh, you're not qualified. I know who should be president. So he realizes, he's giving away the game. He's like, according to the people. Watch this.
this party.
They're not qualified.
Uh-huh.
They're not qualified.
Yes.
Okay.
According to the population,
According to the population.
not according to me.
So what does this say about your leadership? You have been ruling this country for about 31 years and you couldn't raise other leaders to take over after you because
No,
you're not going to be here forever. What does it say about your leadership, about the educational system, or probably about the political system, that no other Ugandan has been elevated during your presidency to be equally capable of leading the country?
The other leaders are there, but to maximize the leadership input, we use all our leaders, the young ones, the old ones. Now
They want to come. They want to come forward, but they're not. They're not allowed. They're not allowed.
This is not about wanting.
Okay, he's now goes into his funny, stupid lectures. Oh, this is not about wanting. You people care about want. What?
This is the whole problem. You are talking about wanting. I want. It's not you wanting. It is what the situation demands.
Uh-huh.
You are trying to deal with the situation. You are not in a theater, just acting. So the leaders are there. We are a population of 40 million. We have got 130 districts. All those districts need leadership. The parliament needs leadership. The ministries need leadership. It's not.
So the country needs leadership.
Yes.
One man cannot rule the country forever.
Exactly. Oh my God. One man cannot rule the country forever. The delusions actually tell him otherwise.
Not forever, but according to the peoples, as long as you have got regular elections, then you don't have any point other than concentrating on the who.
You see the game he's trying to play here. I don't want to be president. People are forcing me. People are forcing me. Every time we go into an election, I would want to retire, but people are pleading with me, please don't go. This is a complete and utter lie.
Who rather than the what. For us, we concentrate on the what is to be done. And it is the what that gives us the who.
Mr. President, you said that the Ugandans, they don't see anybody else as qualified as yourself to rule the country. And now,
when they go for the elections,
after 5 terms, you are now 71 or 72, I don't know.
72.
In 3 years, you will reach the age limit, and you can't run for another term. Who is there in the country now, qualified, capable, sitting in the wings, waiting to be the next leader?
The people of Uganda are there. They will select who.
This man is a lying charlatan to the extent, because he knew. I should give away again. Hey, the Constitution was already amended forcefully, where they had to beat up people, break people's backs, so that they can remove that age limit cap. And he continues to run as president as we speak. A wise and a leader who really cares about his people and his country is one who says, oh, we've got a political party, and there's so many folks that I believe can actually replace me if I were to retire, if I were to leave power as a result of that constitutional, demand. But he won't say that. Oh, he plays into this game. Oh, my party will decide. Yet he's the party.
According to the what? You remember? You spend all your time. I always watch you at Jazeera. Spend all your time on the who.
See, he's now appointing himself chairperson, probably the advisory board of Al Jazeera. He knows what Al Jazeera should report and how they should. The delusion of grandeur in this man's head is unbelievable.
You could spend a little bit more time on the what, because what changes things is what is done, what is to be done. So my people will decide on the who according to the what. The problem
sorry, they didn't decide. You forced them.
They are facing, which needs to be solved.
According to some of the reports I read, you have demanded to be given the right to choose the next leader of Uganda, your own successor.
I cannot demand
That's
that,
true.
because it is the people are there.
Okay.
The people have been electing me in spite of Al Jazeera and...
He's getting triggered now, or in spite of the Al Jazeera.
Are you going to run for another term? The president will address that question.
Are you going to run for another time? Let's jump here where they come back and they ask this question.
He opposed the president in
our constitution.
because you reach the age limit in 3 years and you will not run.
We follow the people. The people are there.
Okay.
The people have been electing me in spite of Al Jazeera and...
Are you going to run for another term?
We follow our constitution.
So you're not going to run for another term?
We follow our constitution.
Because you reach the age limit in...
He knew he was being asked. He knew he was going to forcefully amend the constitution so that he runs for another term. He did it. Oh, we follow our constitution. These are evasive deflections like I mentioned. Oh, we follow our... He doesn't really care about the constitution of Uganda.
3 years and you will not run.
We follow the constitution of Uganda.
You don't follow.
Can you explain that?
That's what I've told you.
But there are reports that you are about to change the constitution.
Yeah, and the reports were true 100%.
So that it
Look at his face. His plans have been exposed. Look at his face.
can allow you to run for another term.
I've told you.
Is that going to happen?
We follow the constitution of Uganda.
He's not answering the question. There are plans for you to amend the constitution. Address those, allegations. Oh, no, we follow the constitution. No, you don't.
And that is the will of the people of Uganda.
Are you going to change the constitution?
I cannot change the constitution because I don't have that power.
Ladies and gentlemen, he did. He changed the constitution of the Republic of Uganda. He sent his jack-booted thugs under the presidential protection team called the Special Force Command. They switched off the lights. They beat up people. We became a mockery across the world. And the constitution was forcefully amended. So he doesn't really care about whatever.
Is this something that is in the discussion now in Uganda?
That is speculation. And
those were speculations. Okay, I'm here to tell you speculations actually were true.
Don't have time for speculation.
Reports also say that you are preparing your own son, who is now very highly elevated in the army, and he's your also special advisor on certain issues. your wife also is a minister, she's sitting next to you in the cabinet, reports that you are preparing one of these two to be the next leader of Uganda. What do you say to this?
Why should I prepare them? It's the people of Uganda to choose the one they want.
If I ask the people of Uganda, maybe they will say something different, because we are reading what the opposition says and what the Ugandans say, and it is different from what you say.
Why do you read what the opposition says? Why don't you read?
You said you asked me to ask the people. The people say something different.
The people are not only the opposition.
So I should ask only the half of the people who
Ask the
support
opposition. You are supposed to have balanced reporting. That's what you.
Okay, let's not go into him trying to lecture. Of course, I should tell you, if you're a foreigner watching this, hey, his son is getting ready to be president. He wanted to run for president this time to be president in 2026, and his dad said no. So he wants to be president after Museveni has left power. So there were no speculations. These were all true reports. Now, let's go here, where he was asked about something. Let's go here.
Because remember, David fought with Goliath.
He enjoys these funny lectures.
The one was a first natural resources.
During more than 3 decades, there must be something that you are very proud of too.
Simple question. What are you proud of for your 3 decades long leadership? Now, those were just 3 decades. This is 2017. Now, he's been in power for almost 40 years. In 40 years, can you mention one thing?
To boast. Or there must be something that is very concerning to you about the way you ruled Uganda.
Our achievements and so on.
Yes.
You see the Africa.
You see Africa. Mention one thing.
Including Uganda, are very rich countries. They have got a lot of natural resources. They are ancient societies.
What's that got to do with the question of why you overstaying in power and what have you done?
A very old civilization. But the problem has been the organization of the society. The society was organized in a pre-capitalist way, traditional way.
So, President, can we talk about the achievements you have
Exactly. Tell us one thing.
done for Uganda in the last 3
That's
decades?
what I'm coming to.
Oh, that's what I'm coming to. Why do you have to go to run in circles to get to that point?
Because the issue was to transform a traditional pre-industrial society to the modern era. And I can tell you that we have achieved a lot. We have, first of all, modern education.
Modern education, ladies and gentlemen, that's a system that we actually inherited from the British, our colonizers. We have early childhood education, which is nursery, baby, middle and top class. Then we have primary, from primary 1 to primary 7. Then we have secondary, which includes O and A level. Then we go to tertiary or higher institutions, which includes universities and technical institutes and colleges. So, what do you mean?
As I speak today, population of Uganda is like 40 million. Mm-hmm. More than 25% of them are in schools, primary schools.
What is the quality of this education? That's the question that should be asked. It's not the quantity, the number of people who go to school. It is what they get from these schools. Are these people who are in these schools, some of them, are they your children or grandchildren? No. The children are in Europe, in America. How about you don't subject them to the same education system that you are subjecting the most of Ugandans in?
Secondary schools, universities, through universal education. On the side of health, that's how the population has jumped from 14 million in 1986 to now 40 million.
You got
How is that? What's that got to do with health? It doesn't really mean a thing. You don't have to have good health to have, to grow in population. You just have to have more birth. Maybe to be plain, for people to have more sex. and they're going to get pregnant. And what are the reasons why we've seen this growth in population? One, very high mortality rates in Uganda. We have a problem of early marriages. You know, when you send these kids into early marriages, young girls, they're going to have children. Then limited access to family planning. Then culture and other economic issues. What are you even talking about? In Uganda, people are proud of having many children. It doesn't really matter their standards of living. They have many children. So, you cannot be proud of, the population is growing because of my good leadership. No.
Uganda is still one of the poorest countries in the world. Uganda still has tremendous problems in terms of infrastructure, sanitation.
Look at his face. He realized that he's been exposed. But they're talking about poverty. And ladies and gentlemen, let me try to put into scrutiny Museveni's claims of population growing. In 1996 or 86, we were 14 million, and now we are almost hitting 40 million people. If you go to countries with excellent healthcare systems or sectors, like Japan, like Germany, like South Korea, they have low population growth. You'd think, with these beautiful and strong health sectors, they would be having many children. People live longer, and they do not necessarily have children. Their life expectancy is higher than Uganda. So having so many people in a country doesn't really mean a thing. People who are idle, they're going to go into conjugal stuff and end up having children. It doesn't really mean anything. But he thinks that he's a good liar, so he tells lies every time he's given an opportunity.
Health
and he's confident with his lies.
Issues, all of this is still there.
Yeah, they're still there, but we have moved a long way.
We have moved a long way.
A long way.
How much more time you need after 31 years to finish off this job and to transform Uganda?
Let's first talk about...
Don't ask me that question. Let me go back.
The mileage covered. The kilometers of roads we have covered.
I'm not going to go into that. But what I wanted to show you, ladies and gentlemen, you can go on and watch the interview. It's Yoweri Museveni, a 5-time elected dictator. They should put elected in quotes because it's been a sham elections. Talk to Al Jazeera and watch the entire thing. It is actually 52 minutes long. Museveni is being exposed yet again in that conversation. It is unbelievable how this man ends up becoming president and ends up betraying everything that he promised he was going to get rid of. Like he said, the reason as to why he launched a war against the government of Milton Obote, he had seen what had happened in the government of Idi Amin Dada, like the abduction, torturing, and killing of innocent people, the corruption, sectarianism, talk about the lawlessness and impunity, the desire to keep firm grip on power. He actually writes in his book, What is Africa's Problems? And then he mentions that one of them is actually number one. Leaders who overstay in power. Now he betrayed those words. He said, I meant leaders who overstay in power. Ultra-constitutionally, extra-constitutionally. Absolutely. That's who you are. Because you have betrayed the Constitution. You have forcefully amended it to keep yourself in power. And a man who is loved now is a stain on the reputation of our country. He still has a few folks who defend him because they get crumbs off his table, but he's betrayed everything. So, again, I wanted to show you this. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please let me know where you're watching me. Write down in the comment section, and I'll truly, truly appreciate. Now, I don't know when I'm going to play this video. If I play it on Christmas Day, Merry Christmas. If I play it after Christmas, again, enjoy. I recorded it on what day is it? On a Wednesday. Yeah, on a Wednesday. Absolutely, that's when I recorded this video. And I don't know when I'm going to sit down and edit because I have a few engagements. And when I come back, I have a few other stuff to do. But I said, let me record it so that I'll have just sit down and edit it. So wherever and at whatever time you watch this, I say thank you so much. See you when you see me. Bye-bye.
Did you enjoy what you just watched?
I'm sure they did.
I'm going to guess that you did. How about you consider subscribing to Mordecai Marissa Live YouTube channel? Thank you.